Okay, I ran hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars on the dyno in my old shop. And I mean, horsepower is so relevant to each individual car. Is there 25 horsepower? Sometimes. It just kind of depends, but you're not going to get that without a tune. And, you know, it's just, let me put it this way. With, we were building, we did build a lot of boss cars in 12 and 13, 14. All we did to a boss Mustang was put a cold air kit on, headers and exhaust and a tune. And we would see anywhere, depending on the car, because all cars are different, anywhere from, I'd say 433 to 440 rear wheel horsepower. And you do the math, and that's somewhere 500 to 510 horsepower. So what, between those three things, we picked up almost 60 horsepower. So it's kind of like, yeah, do it. I mean, if you think about doing a cold air kit, not doing a cold air kit, do a cold air kit. It does make a difference. Whether it's 25 horsepower or not, I mean, it depends on the car. And also, I mean, for the ones we use, they float so much air, they need to have a tune, and we can actually get a cold air kit that has a little tuner that comes with it, just plug in and fix. But I'm going to let you be the judge on what you think about a cold air kit. Now, I don't have everything I want, so I just grabbed what was off the shelf. Now, this is the exhaust system, and I got too big of a thing at the bottom of the page. Okay, this is the exhaust system off a Cliffs FR500S. It's a 3-valve. It's got a big wide thing right there. But it's basically, it was kind of like the cold air kit from Ford back then. They just put a cone filter on an intake. You can see that the intake makes twists and turns and bumpy and lumpy. Now this is for a 550, but this is a JLT cold air kit. Now, you tell me, which one do you think is going to flow the most air? I mean, that's big and it's smooth. This is, like I say, for a 550. We got cold air kits for all the S197s and 550s, and it absolutely positively makes more impact than changing the throttle body. Throttle bodies, everybody thinks, oh, big throttle body, it's going to go faster. Not necessarily the case. I mean, the intake manifold from Ford is tuned around a certain throttle body and volume and velocity. And if you put too big of a throttle body in, you can actually lose plenum velocity in the intake manifold, which kind of actually hurts horsepower. So, I mean, the throttle body is something that you do after you do other things. Cams or intakes, something else that'll help that just by itself. It really doesn't do a lot. It's a few horsepower maybe. I wouldn't recommend it. I go for a cold air kit and your stock throttle body. Okay, so that's, you make the call. You can see it. It's well worth it. Do it. Call us up. We can get them. I like the JLTs. They got a really good design, and we can get tuners with them. So it makes it really slam dunk type thing. And it's going to make 25 horsepower. Yeah, maybe. Just kind of depends on your car and what else is done to your car. But it is going to make an increase in performance.